What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video where behind us is the first time we're seeing an ID.4 Pro from Volkswagen in a silver mist flake, silver mist metallic paint with a Galaxy interior. This is a spec we haven't seen before here at Volkswagen Brandon in Florida. So we have the ID.4 Pro S, 275 miles of electric range out of this model, and I want to show you guys this inside and out because this is a lot cheaper than you guys think it is. Hold on till we get to the sticker breakdown, but you're gonna be very surprised on this Pro S spec and everything it has to offer for this model year. So with that said, let's get right to it. Check this thing out. And always the biggest shout out to Volkswagen Brandon here in Florida for letting me take a spin around this ID.4 Pro S. If you guys want this model or anything else here at the Volkswagen Brandon dealership, make sure you guys check the link in the description for their website link and their phone number. Get a hold of them, get one of these cars out of here today. Now this silver mist is a brand new 2023 ID.4. And you know what else was new for 2023? Well, they wanted to improve some performance and range for the ID.4, so they came with a larger 77 kilowatt battery and a model that comes with 282 horsepower in a rear-wheel drive setup and 330 horsepower in all-wheel drive for the 2023 model year. Now that EPA also rose up from 263 to 291 miles, and other changes include the 12.9-inch infotainment display, backlit controls for volume and climate control, and some new wheel designs for the 2023 model year. Now, when we do mention dimensions, we're looking at a wheelbase between 108.8 inches and 108.9 inches with a length of 180.5 inches, a width of 72.9 inches, and a height of 64.5 to 65.2 inches. Now, the curb weight can go between 4,350 pounds and 4,950 pounds. Now, when it comes to under the hood of the ID.4, well, the hood is hiding its battery, no front here. So what you're looking at is a front and rear motor, the front being induction AC with 107 horsepower and 119 pound-feet, with the rear being a permanent magnet synchronous AC 201 or 282 horsepower to 229 to 402 pound-feet. Now combined horsepower, you can get between 201, 282 or 335 horsepower, and a battery pack, lithium ion battery pack at 82 kilowatts for this specific Pro S. Now that means 4.9 to 7.3 for your 0 to 60. Your quarter mile can be between 13.6 to 15.7, and your top speed can be between 100 to 115 miles per hour. Now the front profile of this is looking very sharp in this paint. I love it. First time seeing it, and I wanted to share it here with you guys. So with it being paired with a white and black kind of feel with like the VW logo done in white and black, as you guys can see, with the light bar going across, with the black and white and the white strip going into the LED headlamps that you guys will see illuminated shortly. It looks so good. The white surround on the headlamps, it all pairs together with the gloss black side ventilation here, which actually is functional. You guys can see straight through it. You guys can tell. You see the ground straight through it. So that's for aerodynamics. Same for the front, very aerodynamic with the same kind of aerodynamic grille, but also it's functional because that feeds through. That is actually functional right here in the center. This forks on the side here, so it's actually more fake on the side to where the center, it actually does a few things here. But they kept it very simple for this whole look, and really I just like the paint color. It's shining so bright in the Florida sun. Now check out the side profile, because what I love about this is the 20-inch aero wheels wrapped in Pirelli Scorpion Zero tires. These are the all-season tires that are gonna get you up and going like nothing else. Now with that said, you will see the plastic cladding on the wheel well to help protect it, and the amber reflector, and then the Pro S badge, letting you know what trim level we're messing with here, from the front fender to the door paneling. You also see down the side skirt the big chunky cladding, again to help protect the paint. Flush door handles here as well with an E-latch, so they're not actually a latch that will actually move mechanically. It's the E-latch right underneath. You'll see the B pillar that says Volkswagen here, and you will have that B pillar in gloss black with the surround being in the plastic feel and the cladding to go along with the C pillar here. And then you have the roof rails done in black as well with the gloss black shark fin antenna, and you will see the glassy roof because we have a big panoramic roof there with the spoiler and the side blade done in black. It all comes together very nicely. I really love this spec and the way that Volkswagen had paired this together. The rear profile, pretty sleek, pretty chill. Obviously, you have that big VW logo in white and black. I love the white on this versus the chrome and most VW logos. Same with the ID.4 badging done in white too, with the beautiful light bar going all the way across, which we will see that illuminated in just a moment. But that's where a lot of your character is going to be up front. Down here, they keep it very simple. You have your reflectors over here, and then you have the kind of bodywork that kind of, I want to say curves into a C shape right here, and to that rear diffuser to kind of break it up a little bit. But the rest of it is done in the plastic cladding just to keep it simple, keep it very aerodynamic. And basically, that's it when it comes to the rear of the ID.4 Pro S. Now reach all the way down here and you'll have about 30 cubic feet of space when it comes to the rear, and you have a 40-60 split, 40 on one side, 60 on another, with a center feed through. Now with that tons of space here, you do have little pockets on each side here for a little extra space, so you can set anything that needs to be set right here as well. Maybe like car cleaner, stuff like that will sit upright, which is nice because it won't shake and tip and spill over. You also have lighting controls right here, so you do have light with a 12-volt plug-in right there as well, and a big privacy shade right here covering up everything to keep it safe. Now if we were to go down here, we do have a false floor. That false floor is like a false shelf here. It's not much of a floor, but kind of like a shelf, I want to say, when it comes to space, so you guys can see how deep it is. So you can store a few things back here, but then when you lift this up, that's where it gets deeper. All right, yeah, I had you in the first half, right? So now you get a little bit more space. This would be a good place to put your charger or anything else when it comes to tools or anything that you would need, maybe every now and then, that you wouldn't do all the time. Now let's talk about charging, because we need to know, well, will we have any kind of anxiety or, range anxiety when it comes to overall charging and getting this car, back and forth from city to city? So with that said, we do have a regular charge port here, but you can also see that we have a DC fast charging port as well. Just take the cover off. Now, there's a couple different things we need to talk about. The MPGE is one. So you're gonna get a combined MPGE, or miles per gallon electric, for city around 115 MPGE. For the highway, you're gonna get around 98 for the MPGE, and combined city and highway, you're gonna be around 107. Now this is based off of 275 miles fully charged in this ID.4 Pro S. Now on a DC fast charger, you can charge this up to around, I wanna say 80% in about 30 to 36 minutes. So that's not too bad. Now, if you're looking to charge at home, well, that charge might take you on an 11 kilowatt charger around, 7 hours and 30 minutes. So that's good to do while you're sleeping when you come home. Now, if you were to take it home and plug it in on the dinkiest 1.2 kilowatt charger, well, that's going to take you around 83 hours to fill up completely. So keep that in mind. If you guys decide to charge it at home, do it on an 11 kilowatt charger while you're asleep, so you guys will get the most range while you're, just at slumber. You can unplug it when you get home, and then you're good to go. But you're good for 275 miles of range anyway, so you won't need to charge it every single day. Now we gotta check out those lighting controls. As I promised you, you guys can see the switchback LEDs going between amber and bright white, and you can see the LED headlamps illuminated there as well, looking very icy with this spec. Now you will also see the turn signal in the mirror cap done in amber, and then in the rear we have our tail lamps. They're illuminated as well with our tail lamp bar, and you guys will see the VW logo shining in there, looking really cool in this spec. Now when we take a look at the key fob, it is the premium key fob that you're going to get in more high-end Volkswagen models, fully done in gloss black with the surround and chrome. You guys will see the VW logo here, and you will also see that we have the panic button, the lock button, trunk release, and unlock button, as well as a physical key that will help us just in case the key fob battery actually dies. So now I've planted myself inside of this Galaxy interior for the ID.4 Pro S. And as you guys can see, again, looking at the door paneling, that's gonna let you know a lot about your spec. So you see soft touches here. You'll see the gray insert here mixed in with the aluminum door handle, which very well blends itself in. You have the floating gloss black armrest here with your window controls, mirror controls, child locks, everything there. You also have the gray inserts with the white stitching throughout and the soft touch plastics throughout here with the trunk release button right here. Now before we get in, you will also see we do have our dead pedal, brake pedal, and gas pedal there with nice grippies, because that pattern makes a lot of sense to help keep your foot on these pedals, especially when it's wet. Now, as you guys can see, I put my foot on the brake and it turns on the car automatically because the key is inside. So we came to life just by me putting my foot on the brake, and you heard all those little beeps and noises. That's what that was. Now, before we get there, we also have our lighting controls here in a haptic way. So this is not a physical button, it's haptic. As you guys can see, things are changing by me just pressing that. So I can do my lighting controls, front and max and rear AC right there as well. And then closing the door up, now we have our nice steering wheel here with the leatherette. We have haptic buttons on the steering wheel, as you guys can see. So on this side, you will see driver assistance and mode. And on this side, you will see view, and you will see radio controls as well. Now you also see hands-free controls there too. And you guys will talk about this stock and its infotainment screen in just a moment. We do have our steering wheel stocks here with our lighting controls and our windshield wiper controls here. This is a telescopic steering wheel, so you guys will see that I can actually move this up, and this is important because my speedometer goes with it. All right, so my digital instrument cluster is right here, so that moves up and down with this steering wheel as well, so it's fixed to that. And then when you talk about that, that's also your drive mode selector, because you guys will see right here that it has drive, neutral, whoops, I went to reverse, neutral, and then reverse. All right, and then the park, you press the button here, and that's park. And your parking brakes automatically on, you're all set to go. So a couple things to get used to. It's a learning curve, right? Keep going with this interior though. You will see the soft touches up top on the dash with the white stitching all throughout. You will see that silver going through as well as the insert. And you will also see that we have a nice size glove box here as well. I love the HVAC vents because they're elongated and they actually look really nice with the gloss black surround. Now, keeping with that gloss black surround, you'll see the HVAC vents down here. You have an empty space here, but underneath it's a little extra stowage. Let's see if we can actually bring it over to this side so you guys can see. Look at that little gap. There's my hand, peekaboo. Now, with that said, you guys also have cup holders there, and then I'm using my phone on a wireless charger. You have USB-C plug-ins, and then you have the gloss black center console here with the armrest done in gray and the white stitching. And then look at that deep armrest. Tons of space there. Look at the seats. None of the perforated leatherette, shall I say, sorry. And then the ID.4 badging engraved in the seat. White stitching all throughout. Big panoramic roof. No obstructions. Looking really nice. And then up top, you guys will see the SOS button. You will see also your dome light, floodlights, everything there. And then pull this down and we have a mirror and a light. Now let's check out our rear seat and see what we're looking at here when it comes to the ID.4, because it's gonna be, well, you guessed it, the same exact as the front. So you guys will see the same Galaxy interior with the leatherette mixed between the black and gray. You'll see we have the center armrest with the cup holders there. And then once we step in, you will see that, well, since this is an EV, there's no split or no transmission here, so there's no big hump right here in the center, so you can fit three very comfortably back here. And as you guys can see, I have plenty of knee wiggle room right here, so I'm good when it comes to space. And then I have a pouch here for extra storage. I have a big panel roof letting in a lot of natural lighting, and also the gloss black surround on the HVAC vents with the USB-C plugins and the extra storage right there in the center. Now, keep in mind, on the door paneling, we're getting the same flavors when it comes to the Galaxy interior. So you get the floating armrest in gloss black, the gray with the white stitching, and the gray insert here with the aluminum door handle and the soft touches in black. So again, a great place to be when it comes to the ID.4. So let's talk about our 5.3-inch infotainment screen. It's configurable, and it shows that we have put 31 miles on this car in total for the mileage, and we have about 39%, 90 miles of battery left. We're in park, and the current temperature there as well. Now, it is sleeping. I want to wake it up, so I'm going to put my foot on the brake, and now she knows I want to go somewhere. I want to get something done. So as you guys can see, everything else shows up as far as what we have in front of us here. So, you know, we can probably change that around, right? By probably pressing view. Oh, yep. And we can change what's on that side, and we can go to the next side. I mean, it depends on how you guys want to do this, but you can kind of flip-flop depending on what you want to actually look at here. But then we have our 12-inch infotainment screen, which below it has our climate controls here on haptic buttons. So if I want to press that down, I can actually turn up the heat or turn down the heat. I can turn it off there. I can do the radio controls here. And I don't want to do that because, you know, don't want to get any copyright. And then we also have our hazard buttons. We have our menu for parking, as you guys can see, to help us do our parking there, assisted parking, climate controls here, do all of our climate. And then you guys will see the heated steering wheel, heated seats as well. We also have our driver assistance here as well. And then we have our drive mode selector here between Eco, Comfort, Sport, and Custom. So you can do that all from this screen here without even going to this beautiful 12-inch screen with beautiful touches, very soft to the touch, as you guys can see. I mean, it's easy for me to just swipe through and barely touch this thing and it's moving around. So you can do a lot with this system. Very configurable, very intuitive. It depends on what I press, where I want to go into, besides my apps. I mean, there's a lot going on here. Ambient lighting, good to know, right? We have Infinity, Eternity, Desire, Euphoria, Vanity. There's more. Custom. You do automatic as well or turn it off. There's just tons of stuff that I can do here, and it's just as easy as me just playing around and just pressing things on the car and seeing what pops up next. So if I can do it this easily, I know you guys won't have any problems with this thing when it comes to checking out this overall ID.4 and exactly what you want to know out of it. Now, charging, I think, is pretty important, right? So it shows you your charging here, but you can set your charge limit here and set to 80% because that's what they recommend, to charge your battery up to 80% on a daily use. If you decide you want to go on a trip, you're going to drag this over and you can charge it up past that 80%, but it says max 80 recommended. All right, so we want to go to 80% for charging, but you can do all kinds of charging setups and your settings and however you want to set up your charging. It's all here. So I did a whole video on how to charge your ID.4 and the different ways you can utilize all this stuff. Make sure you guys check that out as well. So now let's do the sticker breakdown of the 2023 ID.4 Pro S in Silver Mist metallic exterior with the Galaxy interior and leatherette. So we start life at $48,995, but after our options here, which really are barely any, well, you're looking at a $12.95 destination charge. It will get you to $50,936. So how do we get there? Well, again, we barely have any options on this. The Silver Mist exterior metallic paint and the Galaxy interior with leatherette is no charge, free of charge, no charge. That's free, free, just for this specific spec. And then what's $350 here is your 2-in-1 240 volt and 120 volt EV charging cable. And then your monster floor mats with the logo are $296. That's it. Everything else, free of charge. Look at it, guys, free of charge. And I'm not sure how well that's going to zoom in for you and focus, but yes, free of charge. It's crazy. All right, so those two things are your options. Everything else is standard when it comes to performance, when it comes to exterior, interior, the safety and driver assistance, the technology and convenience. All of this is standard with the warranty here, and the warranty being 4 years, 50,000 miles. And you also have the high voltage system limited warranty with 4 years, 50,000 miles for the high voltage battery, and the high voltage battery for 8 years, 100,000 miles, whichever comes first. All that stuff is here. Make sure you guys check the sticker breakdown in the description. Link to the website so you guys can check out these cars and see everything you guys need to know about this. Only 2 options. None of them really have to do with the car itself. That's pretty good. So with only 2 real options, if you could call those real options, and $50,009, what do you guys think about this ID.4 Pro S in this specific Silver Mist spec? Drop those comments down below. I'm kind of digging this, but what do you guys think? I want to know. Now, with that said, if you guys did enjoy the video today, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you guys also check the links in the description if you guys want to help further support the channel and the dealership. Check out the inventory, give them a call, and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, but click the notification bell so you don't miss one video. And with that said, we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.